Hey guys, it's your boy M.K.S here, back with another video. Hope you're having fun and staying safe wherever you are. Hope you're enjoying yourself and all that sort of stuff, which I think is important to have fun at times. Yeah, as I say, back with another video for today, and I thought I'd talk about some of my dreams for supporting the African film industry, especially countries like Kenya, really all of Africa, really all 54 countries in Africa. And I'd love to create, work with people to create NGOs or charities, or both, which work together to support young people to get into filmmaking in Africa, especially young girls as well, and charities and NGOs and that sort of thing, which work to train young people, especially girls, but also empower, as I call it, fempower women across Africa in terms of, and also the other groups I talked about supporting, like Asia and what I call the 4 or the 6, like the indigenous people from Africa, Australasia, like Aborigines, Maoris, and those sorts of people, Native Americans, people across the Americas, people from Asia and Latin America and Ireland, and maybe even all of those groups working together to encourage each other and teach each other what they've learned, so pass on knowledge to each other and just encourage networking between those somehow, if that's at all possible. I know that would be a challenge, but I know there's sometimes discrimination, like in Brazil, for instance, there's discrimination, especially with their president at the moment, who unfortunately is very apparently very anti people who are not of European descent, which I think is a shame, given Brazil's history, and the fact they're not really indigenous to that place. So I think that's a real shame. And even some other Latin American countries, I'm sure, don't look after their indigenous people, which I would love to encourage and put pressure on them through international organisations, and encourage the UN and others to support those sort of groups. But yeah, so I'd love to encourage, especially young people, in particular girls, and fempower people to learn about things like politics. So young girls, especially in Africa and Asia and places like that, to learn about politics, as well as business, banking, how banks work, how money works, and all that. So banks, perhaps encouraging banks and writing to banks with headed letters as a group to talk about how they could support young people, especially girls again, and women as well, who could teach their daughters and sons as well about how banks work, and support disadvantaged communities to learn about banking, how to have their own bank account and make the most of their money, so their money works hard for them, and that sort of thing. And also yeah, to learn about business, and also to look at how to give them good loans to and to encourage them to create their own business. And also people like Richard Branson, people like that. I'd love to encourage people like that to go to parts of Africa and Asia and teach young people, especially girls, about business, and in particular dyslexics, as I talked about in my previous video and a few other videos I've done, to encourage dyslexic people, dyslexic business people, to mentor their fellow dyslexics in those developing countries or colonized countries. And yeah, I'd love to support as many parts of Africa and Asia as possible, but I know I have a bit of a connection with Kenya and a few people I know from Nigeria and Malawi and different places, but as I say, I'd love to help all 54 countries in Africa. And I think it'd be great if they taught each other, say people from Nigeria taught people from Kenya, South Africa, and vice versa, so they were sort of united together. And again, even Asia and Africa, sort of training each other, and that sort of thing. So yeah, so I'd love to see how much I could support the Kenyan film industry, and set that as a goal for my life. And again, all of Africa and Asia, supporting them to network together, and again, encouraging young girls to become film producers, directors, and that sort of thing, so that they and script writers, so they're empowered to reach their full potential, and again learn about politics, business, banking, technology in Africa, and that sort of thing. And again, supporting also people from Aborigine and Maori communities in Australasia, so that hopefully people of colour in Australasia and that to reach their full potential and to do well and be empowered, or fem-powered, as I say, for the females, of all ages. And yeah, I'd love to network with other people. So hopefully people will see this video, and hopefully it's not too cringeworthy or whatnot. But hopefully we'll be able to support each other and encourage each other and share ideas and information and knowledge, and maybe encourage, like, write to people like Steve McQueen, the Black British film director, who's also dyslexic, so he could perhaps go to parts of Africa in the future, maybe, or at least mentor them online if like they can't travel, if we can't travel because of COVID or things like that. So because in the future, who knows how much travel will be permitted, or what new diseases could happen. But again, another thing that maybe people from Africa and Asia can work together to ensure that they look at the work together and scientifically see if they could cure or even prevent diseases from happening somehow. So yeah, as ever, I'd love to know what you think about this video. Please like it and share, and just generally support the channel. The more you support me, the more you'll be able to support not just me, but whoever I hope to help. And again, like, in the future, if I know I often say this, but if I ever do make enough money from these videos, I will donate as much of that as possible towards certain causes, like helping, giving loans, or not even loans, like just giving money towards people in Africa, like young people, to start their own businesses and take risks, like even just giving them free support, basically, as I hope my own reward would be to feel good by helping them. So as long as I have enough money to live on, I hope to donate the rest of that money. But anyway, I think that covers everything for now. So I don't want the video to be too long, as I have to say, and I'm out. Peace and love.